I'm back with another video with my beautiful wife Deirdre to show you what not to do on a bike. I did a ride a couple weeks ago. I went up Mount Lemmon, and you might have saw it in my previous video. As we were descending Mount Lemmon, this guy just did this wacky, dangerous stuff. I'm gonna show it to you now, and then we're gonna talk about it. And I gotta tell you about this huge giveaway I'm doing. Let's watch the clip first. I'm doing the biggest giveaway I've ever done. I'm giving away an e-bike, a KBO Breeze e-bike. The only thing you gotta do to enter is be able to come pick it up here in Tucson and send me an email. I'll put my email in the description. Send me an email. I will pick an email randomly and then I'll come and give you the bike.
Get that e-bike.
I'll announce the winner the first week of April. So please send me an email. So as you can see, he passed the two cars on the shoulder in a turn, and I don't know if you could hear it in the video, but I could hear clearly that when he passed that pickup truck, as any cyclist knows, you don't mess with a pickup truck. But so as soon as he passes that pickup truck in the turn, the pickup truck slams on the brakes and starts honking at him. So he's obviously upset. So this is one of the most dangerous things that I've seen in person. Now, obviously I've seen way more dangerous stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. But in terms of in person, something that I've seen recently, deliberate, this is one of the most dangerous, reckless things. And so if we go back all the way to the beginning. It is a little weird. Where did this guy come from? I'm descending Mount Lemmon. Why is he there behind me? Why did he pass me? So the truth is, I met that guy that day through my friend Jason. And I think this is really important. I don't want to call anyone out. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So I'm not going to tell you who he is or anything like that. But what happened was my friend Jason and I, we went to the top of Mount Lemmon. We went to Cookie Cabin. It's called a little town called Summer Haven. And that's where I met him. And so Jason and I, we ate our cookie. And he went ahead of us because we had to use the bathroom and like fill up our bottles. And this guy waited for us at the top.
So he climbed out of Summer Haven.
In Mount Lemmon, you got to climb out of Summer Haven, 4 kilometers, and then you start the main 34-kilometer descent. So he went ahead, he waited at the top. So we start the descent, and you can see my buddy Jason and I talking here.
How's the camera? Look straight? See? Just act like you're riding, like this.
So like we're talking here and we're making sure the camera's straight and he's behind us. So he knows that this thing's being filmed. So as we descend, he's sitting behind me. We're going for a couple minutes. It looks like we're going for about 2-3 minutes at this point. And at this point, Jason takes his pull. He takes a couple minute pull. And here's where I start to advance to pass him. But then all of a sudden, this guy's beside me. And I look over and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Oh, he's on a TT bike.
No, he's got clip-on bars.
Oh, okay.
So now he makes his decision, he's gonna go, right? And look behind, and you can see here, if you just look at he sits on Jason, now there, boom, he's going, right? Look, I'm out of the saddle. And like he's pulling away from me here in these corners, right? And the reason I'm like I don't wanna call this guy out, I'm not calling him out, I'm not telling you his name or what group he's part of. But the reason I wanted to show you this is for educational reasons, because I've seen this in other cyclists and I've seen it in myself, and it is so dangerous. And the reason he's doing this, and he knows it's on camera, is because he feels like he has something to prove. And I've seen it in other riders that are heavier. They're 200 pounds, they're 210, 220, and they think their stomping ground is on the downhills, because that's where they can only perform is on the downhills, because it's too, like I've been 190 pounds, and when you're 190 pounds, if you don't have like a 450 plus watt, 470 watt FTP, if you can't sit on 500 watts for 10 minutes, you can't really compete with the other guys if you're close to 200 pounds. And I know, because I was 190 pounds cycling, and it wasn't until I got down to 165 that I was competitive in cycling and can be with the other guys. So you can see here he's sitting on the bumper of the truck, and the truck is on its brakes here. And I'm nervous at this point. I'm looking behind me to see where Jason is, and you can see here he thinks he wants to go to the outside. Which if he was going to pass these cars, he should have waited till the oncoming traffic lane, the left lane, was opened and then passed.
Because there's lots of straightaways. Like you get a lot of, straight pieces like this where you can get a good view enough to do a quick pass.
And then so here he goes, and as I'm watching this,
who passes on this side? Because it's not just one car, it's two cars, which is like you're doubling your danger zone trying to pass both of them, right?
What makes it so dangerous is there could be something in the shoulder, but these cars have no idea that this guy's coming. And you can see here as he passes this truck, see the truck hits the brakes there, boom, hits the brakes. And it's because the truck's terrified. Angie's honking. You can't really hear it in the video. If he was going for the descent KOM, he wouldn't have sat on us for a couple minutes. He would have went just boom. He would have went for the whole KOM. I've been lucky where I've had coaches my entire cycling career. And like my current coach rode in the Tour de France. Because I have that coach, he hooks me up with other people that he coaches at high levels. And so I've always ridden with other cyclists that are at a very high level, especially down here in Tucson. And none of those guys do this stuff because they can't crash. Because if they crash for some stupid reason, then they can't race. So they're always riding in a very, very safe manner. And even like when I was in LA and Garrett Thomas was there, and I'm like, oh, why doesn't he do the group ride? Because he can't crash. He can't go to some stupid group ride, the Nichols ride, and end up crashing or something happening. And it could be some yo-yo takes him out because they want to show off or like see how strong he is. So they, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, Garrett Thomas, I want to see how strong this guy is. And then next thing you know, he's half wheeling him and something stupid happens. So that's why these high level riders don't do stuff like this, because they can't risk getting hurt, which makes complete sense. And so, but why should he risk getting hurt? Right? He's probably got kids. You know what I mean?
Well, and he's on vacation. He's on a training vacation.
Yeah.
And also, I think what he's thinking by passing these cars the way he did is that he's like showing his skill. That's what, you know what I mean? He thinks he's very skilled to do this.
What I'm really trying to convey here, I used to feel like that too. I used to feel like I had something to prove, and I had to go out there and show off and like be like, yo, I'm just as good as you. I'm better than this guy. Because we put so much time into the training and we put so much effort into it, it's got to like mean something. And so I got to be better than people. I got to be better than this guy. You see it all the time out there where you're riding along, you pass another guy on the bike path, and then next thing you know, he's sitting on your wheel when he was just doodling along. And now because you're going fast, he's got to go fast.
Like me on the
Yeah, I always get it with her. If we're going on the bike path and she's in my draft, next thing you know, some guy's sitting on her wheel. And anyway, so my point is, it's like, this is very dangerous, and at the beginning of my cycling career, I did a lot of stupid stuff too, but I had someone teach me not to do this stuff. Like, for whatever reason, he knew I was filming him, and he thinks that this is okay to do, but it's bad, and it's bad for another reason. It just gives cyclists a bad name. Both of those guys in the car right there, they absolutely think that, like, do you think those guys in the car are like, oh my God, cyclists are great? Like, wow.
They're so cool and talented.
Yeah, they've done a great,
fast.
What they're doing. Cyclists are great to have on the road. These guys think that we're a bunch of doorknobs. And so and obviously I didn't pass the car. I didn't see that guy again. I did my workout going up the hill, and I knew going down the hill, I'm chilling. You can go down Mount Lemmon without hitting the brakes. Where you want to test a great place to test yourself is Tuna Canyon in California. That has a bunch of hairpin turns where you almost got to come to a dead stop to go around the turn. It's one-way traffic downhill. You know you're not going to get hit coming up, and you want to test your downhill skills, test it there. Because this stuff in Mount Lemmon isn't even a real descent, because you're not making it, you don't have to hit the brakes. So if you're working on your descending skills, you need to be working on cornering and going down those technical descents. But this minute a car gets in the way, like how many cyclists have been injured going downhill because a car pulls out, a car turns, and it's so extremely dangerous. And a descent like Mount Lemmon really doesn't improve your descending skills because you aren't hitting the brakes in any of the turns, right? There's no hairpins, There's no off-camber turns. It's nothing like some of these turns, these descents in California or North Carolina or France. But I think the most important thing to take away from this is us as cyclists, we got nothing to prove to each other. We're trying to become better than ourselves yesterday. So we should be looking at trying to become the best version of ourselves, not better than your friend or not better than another cyclist, because there's no joy in that. And I know from personal experience, if I'm trying to be better than other people, I'm never going to be happy. But if I can be better than I was yesterday, I'll be really happy.
I think it would have been okay if he had done it safely.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you wanted to do a little downhill flex, okay,
yeah.
no problem.
That's
but
really important.
You got to be safe about it.
That's a really important message here too, and I'm glad you brought that up. Is you want to, and I've got you. If you got come ride with me, you know I want to race and I want to go have a good time and push each other. That is 100%. When he started to go, I was like, okay, this is fun. Let's do this. Let's race this thing downhill. No problem, right? And so I was interested. You know, let's race this thing. If you want to do it, I'll race you. As soon as he became unsafe, I had no interest. So that's a great point. Is you want to smash the downhill, 100%, just be safe. You want to smash the uphill, 100%, just be safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe. That helps me out so much, and I really thank you for that. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.